So, it's the 21st of May, 2005. The Empty Child is on tonight, and I've just come back from a cub camp at age 10. I might have only seen 8 episodes of Doctor Who before this, but I'd never seen a Doctor Who episode as scary as The Empty Child.
Those other children frightened of you?
Please let me in, Mummy. I'm scared of the bombs.
Okay. I'm opening the door now.
No, that was it. The TV had to go off. It got too intense for my 10-year-old mind that I never found out was behind the door. Well, I found out later. But Empty Child and The Doctor Dances are two pitch-perfect stories. The Doctor Dances is a great episode that gets the plot moving, but part 1 is just an atmosphere piece. Every single time it invades, every time you hear its voice or see its face, just dread. It was truly fucking horrifying. But I think that's a really good thing for a kid, and Doctor Who should definitely return to the days of scaring the crap out of kids. Maybe Wild Enough in Time, maybe that counts, but there really hasn't been a straight horror episode in too long. The most recent in memory being Time of Angels. Okay, I know that Blink is meant to be the shit, but this story has more Doctor, more lore, more plot progression, more tension, more drama, and the angels reach a whole new level of shit terrifying. I think in Blink they're scary because the Doctor isn't there. You all become demythed about a giant robot when the Doctor's there going, oh, well this is that. Without the Doctor, Moffat stories can be intense. But somehow, even with the Doctor holding your hand, Moffat added so much to the angels. An image of an angel is itself an angel. Don't open your eyes, they'll get you there too. And then, in this story, the angels snap your neck. The angels gain a sense of depth in their maliciousness in this story. It only adds more to the creatures, and I wish they could be a staple of Doctor Who even more. But with a Doctor you barely know, in a trap filled with your biggest phobia, yeah, that's one scary escalation. Going back even further still, I don't think there were many Tennant stories that really got under my skin. The werewolf was a bit intense at times, but now I look back he's just CGI and fluffy. No, I want to talk about The Impossible Planet. I mean, that just says it all. Gorgeous story. Perfect blend of action and terror and just plot. Doctor Who does best when it explores the unknown. I like fiction that doesn't give me all the answers.
Don't turn around. If you turn around, I can touch you.
That Sutercast voice. Every time. The Ood also shouldn't be scary. You get a real sense of the other from them, but it's the story's hopelessness that makes it seem so impossible. Because if you want an episode to be scary, you've got to deprive the Doctor of all of his toys and all of his knowledge, and make him just one of us. Just the same as everybody else. So, let's talk about Scherzo.
Whatever part of me thought I loved you, that urge, it is dead to me now as my sight.
Not only is this a audio play, a Doctor Who Big Finish audio play, it's a Doctor Who Big Finish audio play with jump scares. Rare. And I hate jump scares. Most of the time they're pointless and vapid, but Scherzo earns it. I'm listening to Scherzo in one viewing, scared shitless, in the middle of the day. In a world of just sound, Charlie and the Doctor slowly start to come apart. The opening minutes of this play, the Doctor's just given up. Before the story's even begun and the audience knows what the mystery is, even the Doctor has checked out, and we don't know why yet.
This shouldn't be how it ends. I should have had the universe to explore. Or death. One or the other, that's all I wanted. It is your fault.
And as they discover a new plane of reality together, the Doctor turns on Charlie, and by extension, the audience.
The ultimate Time Lord fashion accessory.
That's what I was to you.
8 is almost evil here. He calls Charlie a stupid little girl. He explains that the only reason he keeps companions is to be reminded of his own death. Like, say, house cats. But you realise he's only saying all this because he is, for maybe the first time, truly and utterly scared. And not even putting on a brave face. The early Big Finish stuff in general is fantastic, top tier Doctor Who. But it's also abstract and vague, and they really went over their own heads, huh? So when even the Doctor abandons hope and abandons you, then what? Robert Shearman just proves that time and time again he is the best writer for Doctor Who. And I never thought there'd be a time where a Doctor Who episode could make me jump as an adult. Is it sci-fi? Is it horror? It's high concept, whatever it is. And finally, probably the scariest episode of Doctor Who, even to this day, it's a weird watch. I'm talking about Ghostlight. One of the final stories of the classic run, Seven forces Ace to come to terms with her past. I had this one on DVD as a kid and I just remember being repeatedly grossed out, so much so that I never really engaged with the episode. How's an 11-year-old meant to know what's happening if he can't look at the TV screen for long enough? But I was like that with a lot of old Who. Yeah, the War Games isn't really for many young kids. Wake me up when Earthshock happens. But no, I went back and I watched Ghostlight and it's still almost nonsensical. I don't know what happens in this story. I don't know what the actual events and plot are. It's so weird and abstract. And I kinda love it for that. So when Ace is scared shitless, like almost a betrayal how scared she is in this story. When the Doctor's up to stuff, but you're not quite sure what, and he never says. Combine that with some scary ass imagery and some legitimate body horror for an 80s kids show. And Ghostlight still remains a weird little story, but also holds up, and is the scariest episode of Doctor Who.